Bridge. All right, it's 6:30. We'll call the meeting to order. And now we need to open what? First time, guys. First time. Yeah, we need to open the hearing for the trash bids. What she said. Yep. Oh, we've got two bids. One from Republic, one from Indiana Waste Service. Open those now. I'll get this open. Goes down. Perfect. We got 4. Review each one.
Can I ask you a couple questions? It says negotiating costs for like a curbside cleanup.
Yes.
All that.
So with just how much costs change every year, it's hard for us to say, hey, here's exactly what we do, because that's man hours, multiple trucks, things like that can do it. We know what our costs are for what we do for you guys right now, which is bringing up the loft. So we're able to show you that cost. But if you wanted, hey, we really want to do a true curbside this year, we would have to sit down and look at that rate to negotiate it. It's just really hard to project a curbside cleanup year over year with just how much things are changing. Biggest problem, in all honesty, is you just don't know what people are going to put out. So it may take you an hour, it may take you 7 hours. It's just such an in the air cost to try to.
Okay.
And I did fill out the bid portion as well. That's just, that first page just kind of helps explain a little bit more cost.
Absolutely.
roll off boxes that like dumpsters.
Get the big 30 yards.
I assume, but I don't want to say.
Yes, ma'am. It's the same, we do it twice a year for guests.
Only currently paid rent.
I can go grab that.
I think I think this is it.
The 80,000.
Is that what we're currently paying now?
So that's what, with the new rate, are you talking about on the,
So this
And you
is the
said-
projected, this is projected for the next
Yeah.
year without the increase.
Sure.
Okay, got it.
Do you want to see any of this? Cindy?
I don't know, it's completely up to you guys. If you have questions,
I
I'm
just
happy to
didn't
answer
know.
them.
and that bid packet's printed front and back. So I think
Okay.
the actual bid sheet that's filled out towards the back is on the back. I don't know if you guys knew you were parking.
Hey, you're the one that has to haul it away.
That's right. That's right.
That's on you. Right there, we have about 2 things we did over there. That's not good.
So that, I will say too, if you look at the price you're paying now compared to the actual total price on the sheet you're looking at, it's gonna be a little bit higher, but you guys have all 546 homes on your bid spec sheet. But really, we only service, I think it's like 497. So there's vacant lots and things like that you guys included in there. So it wouldn't necessarily be that high, but I wanna make sure I show you the full cost of what
The potential.
true housing is. As if every house is still basically. Correct, yes, sir.
Have we been doing a 5-year contract?
Yes,
Other than part of it, or-
it's been fine.
So. Thank you, Tim.
I can apologize now for how much prices have changed in fact.
I think that's with everything, isn't it?
We need to work. Diesel fuel or anything else.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's over $5 a point. Yeah, well, probably we do. I don't know what it is.
Did you state the price of that one? The overall cost?
Per year? No, I haven't.
Just like, I mean, you can use whatever metric you used to compare it to the other one.
I expected that.
How do you make it? Oh, I just meant like, so you'll compare
Oh, yeah.
what the two bids are.
The spot for the price to pick up too on the, are you on the bid sheet?
Yeah.
Might look at it
Yeah.
real quick, just so I can. So it kind of,
This one you're
oh,
talking about?
nope, I'm sorry, the actual
Log,
sheet
log,
here.
and the
Sorry.
The back page, yeah. There you go.
So there was no spot to put here. So I just put down here what our total were. And then these that have zero are included
So there's no additional charges for those.
Gotcha. So just want to make sure I have that.
Appreciate it.
I don't want you to think it's just bad meeting.
Yeah, you saw it.
Yeah.
So this is the total cost for the year, 118,870.
You have this 118 per year, but this part goes up every year. Is that an average or?
That's the
Yeah.
first year that,
Yeah, so that's just for year one, yeah.
Okay.
And then that's,
Yeah,
so the actual, the other page, you have one of the escalators. Yeah, that's what's-
And that's the way the previous contract was too. It increased each year.
Right, yeah, I understand that.
And it's a 5%, just so you
Okay,
stay where you are.
thank you. Appreciate that.
first year is 118,870. You guys
Yeah, I'm-
ready for Indiana Waste Service? Thanks again for you guys both being here.
Is that 5% based on each year, like, when you got 5% this year, then the next level? And next year, is it 5% of that level?
Yeah, so it would just be, yes, 5% of what the total was.
Okay, okay.
Oh, I guess they're not the same. Sorry.
Okay. No.
I can see it.
Yeah, I think each one has, these are all the same.
This is references. Oh, those are all the same. That makes sense. There's alternates. They're all the same.
We're in Walnut Farm,
And same with these.
North, then that 421,
under Russell 421 and Highway 30.
You can make all the manhole covers in one o'clock.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Actually,
I think that's in the neighborhood. Probably right.
I have traveled nurses, we see them all over the United States. It's like,
Yeah, I think.
represent Indiana.
Yeah.
And we're from all over. I just have a question for both of you, and maybe it's for us. When you see homes that have 2 and 3 containers, because I was just saying, it says 196-gallon trash can, and then you said 96-gallon as well. Is that additional cost to the homeowner, or how does that work?
Yeah, so if they have an additional one, then I think for us, it's like $6 a container if they have it. I won't lie, there's probably some people in the community that have to, that don't want to pay for one, just because it's hard to keep track of that. Especially if the neighbor moves out and
They kind of,
John runs over and grabs it.
Right, right.
We gotta deliver a new one.
Then I'll bring it on, so.
Yeah.
There should be an additional cost to each home, but at the end of the day, it is for us.
Well, we're paying for all of that.
I was just curious, the same for you guys as well.
I suppose we didn't put an extra price per can in there, wasn't asked for in the bid, so I'm not sure, it specified one.
I do see
Okay.
multiples out there.
Yeah, like I have to.
I see people.
Is that another additional $15?
No, it would be, I mean, we'd have to come up with a price for you, but, yeah, we didn't put them together because you didn't ask for that, so. We've always done it if people have, they can use extra cans of their own, if that, you know, if that would for them as well, so. They don't have to rent additional cans. Other contracts we've done have been in that same range, the $5 to $6, you know, per can.
Currently, the bill that,
Or rent extra one.
currently it was, the 2 totes at the cost. And exhibit A on here.
So now it's not the 50 coats would come to.
We'll give you 2 cents for that cost. We're not gonna change it. So if the old contract said 2 totes per home, we'll make sure that we contract it.
It's permitted up to 2 per pickup, and everybody's just been given 2. They weren't charged differently for.
If you're saying you'll give us one and we can use one of them.
The cafe, there are 2 different ones. One's even property, I have no idea, they just came with the price card. I don't know where it was acquired from, now I laughed and they couldn't acquire.
Yeah, we've been, and there's different sizes too. I mean, we've been, the community has been very,
Now I
so,
better go look and
there's probably some allied waste on that, but still.
There are a few.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's my opinion, because I called that first before we all know anything about it.
Yeah,
They're like, well, this is really the other guy, not this one.
It says for, this one we're looking at now, but it says on the curbside bulk items that the monthly price includes the pickup of 1 bulk item per home
Correct.
on the weekly scheduled pickup day.
Yes.
So if they just put it out there, you'll pick it up?
Right.
Okay. Good to know. That could be a sofa or a mattress or,
You generally find for most people, it's not the whole town is gonna put them out.
Certainly,
Big
but
retro,
certainly, I just
you know,
wanted to
you get a
clarify.
new couch, yeah, or whatever.
Yeah,
No other ways to do
no,
it. Yes, you are correct. It is before.
okay, great. I mean, if you have to think back an additional cost, and then we have to kind of set up, is that correct?
yeah, so they, call in, it's $25.
Okay.
But that way we know, we're just coming up to get whatever's been called in instead of street.
Instead of looking at every place you go.
Could make more sense to you guys. Do I just need a pickup or do I need a whole self-trans branch, right?
I'm assuming on yours, where does it? Stand by. So neither of you do brush and wind pickup. I figure that's fairly uncommon, but yeah. Okay.
We're in the market.
You and a lot.
Yeah. A lot of people.
It's a dying thing to recycle. I mean, they don't let you landfill it, so it makes it even harder.
Yeah.
I think light trash, because it just, my curiosity, what is that? It seems like it's biodegradable, that it's.
I
It's
think it
not
all really
placed, but-
depends on what politician you talk to, will probably give you different answers. We've been fighting it for years on the same thing of trying to landfill it. There's some that'll say that it'll take your landfill out faster. I don't know if that's really necessarily true, but, everybody all has their own
So I
reasons.
just, to me, it seems like it'd be the best thing to throw it on, but
Yeah,
that's just,
Yeah.
it's just me, if you're not being a professional trash person.
and it ends up, people,
They
they
find it.
throw, yeah, they throw it away.
They find a way.
You know, it's hard to catch everything.
Do the title.
I haven't seen.
The total for Indiana Waste Service was 103,327 and 20 cents
Yeah, if you look at the total.
for the first year. I'll preface that.
That's what I got, it goes up 5% each year on.
So a total 5-year contract.
She's 181 the first year.
What's that? 118.
Yeah,
The
118, yeah.
So total 5 years,
If
656.
that goes up 5%
830,
each year.
yeah. And the 5-year total for Indiana Waste Service is 567, 621, 60. With the alternate for townwide cleanup. The being $3,738. And then that's for Republic, and then Indiana Waste Service would be
2000.
2,000 flat. Was that one time a year?
It would be each time, right? If you're, if I understood there was one, but if you're doing two, it would be 2,000.
Okay.
We do two though, don't we,
Yeah.
spring and fall?
So the 3,738 is for the boat, for the
For both,
both, for
okay.
both total. So it'd be 4,000 total for Indiana Waste Service.
Mhm.
And then if you're getting the bulk pickup each week, you may not need the spring and fall.
That's true. If we, I guess, ultimately went down to, say, one a year for spring cleanup or fall cleanup, whichever one we decided, or maybe neither one at all, would that be, I mean, something subject to decision, since that's an alternate, right?
Mhm.
It just depend on our request.
Mhm.
Okay. Difference between the two for the first year is $15,542.80. With Indiana Waste Service, we'd obviously have to talk to them about quoting a second trash can. With Republic, that's included.
But they said that we can use our own trash can.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Do you guys, what do you have now currently up at the Public Works building, trash bin wise?
I know we have, I want to say it's a 40
Okay.
We have it included in here for the town,
Yes,
recording. That's what I'm not gonna, I'll read it.
2 8 cubic yard containers at the Public Works Department, 196-gallon trash cart at the town hall. This is probably something I should know, but with you guys, we have to contact you to replace cans, correct? Or do we have those?
So, yeah, so we'll usually bring up like a load,
Yeah.
so that way you guys have them on
Okay.
site and then pick up the.
I couldn't remember. Okay.
Yeah, I think they saw on the north side of the shop there.
Oh, yeah, they do. I didn't think about
And
that.
that's something too that, I just want to say, while you guys are looking, we've always been part of your community, big appreciation for that. I can remember times even going back to COVID where we had playing for you guys and hauled about 24 boxes out of your community to keep it clean.
Yeah, cause that's everybody threw all their stuff,
Yeah.
everybody was down through all their stuff, I remember that.
And then, just the access that we try to give you guys directly to our operations supervisor, so that way the drivers know what's going on. Always coming back to your community on the same week, if it wasn't missed or anything like that, to make sure we get things cleaned up. Again, the toters, making sure you guys have plenty of those for your residents, all those kind of things. So, I really hope that, I want to say it's 10 plus years now, we've really shown the level of service that we bring to your community. Understand that doesn't always mean that it's going to be the lowest dollar amount, but, you definitely know the service level you're going to get in the partnership you're going to get. So, but I did just want to say thank you for all of that, because we've all appreciated it.
Absolutely.
You guys got any thoughts on it? Welcome. So my thoughts on it.
What are your thoughts on it?
My thoughts are, with everything going on for a little bit more than we're paying, is it really worth pushing that trash company and causing panic in the entire town over this whole deal?
I don't know, I think the town would probably more appreciate being able to pick up the bulk items instead of pay $25.
I agree with that. I know just things that have sat out there for weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
on end, that is just a nice one. That would be a bonus that things are picked up on a regular basis.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, well, I have to because I live on a street where right now I have a TV stand out there. And there was a couch out there for the last 3 months. And
Yes, well, even up on Sonota, but bridges and the, well, you can't really take it, but take bridges anyway. But there's been all sorts of stuff. So, another justice.
that would be helpful. And that is a thing that people do complain about, just the visual aspect of it. So that would be appreciated. I personally believe.
So when it comes to bulk items for Republic, we'd have to sit down and have that conversation on what that would look like. Would that be a set day, a set week?
Yeah, so we would work with you on that, because again, we will make sure we have the right amount of drivers, because 9 times out of 10, we do it on Saturday.
Sure.
So make sure we have the right drivers, right trucks, everything else to run, because it would be, not typical for us to do.
Okay.
But yeah, we would, again, running things in real time is better than trying to project. So we would run through those costs with you and make it as affordable as we could for the community.
So is that something that you would have to look at as it got closer to that date?
If you guys said like, hey, tonight we want to try our first one on this date, then I would just go back to our operations and say, how do we look this date, see if we can get the drivers and stuff set up for it. And then send over. I mean, it wouldn't take me long to do a quote, but if you're saying, hey, our first one's not till May next year, kind of situation.
You talking about that curbside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And-
the other cleanup, that's easy for us. Bring a box.
Yeah. I just know a lot of people were asking about curbside. And then obviously, again, respectfully on you guys, it would be one of those, if we did the curbside bulk item removal once a week per household, it would be one of those we just have to look at whether we do 2 or 1 or any for the semi-annual townwide cleanup. I do understand, Austin, your side of things with everything we have going on. I guess question for you guys, obviously you guys are plug and play, everything's already set. With you guys, would that entail your trucks running around and dropping cans off at the residences, or would you deliver them to the Public Works building and then it's responsibility of our Public Works department to place those out at the residences? How would that work?
Yeah, other towns, we've always delivered them door to door.
And for you, from an economic standpoint, I'm looking at 118,870 is year one.
Yes.
Is that correct? Well, with doing an increase of 5, I just did 5%, it comes to 652,893 total, which is $75,000 more. So just from a financial standpoint, that is significant.
Yeah,
So-
and I understand that. And like I said, our costs, unfortunately have changed. Our operations is about 52 miles away from you guys.
Okay.
So there's.
You don't have to justify it.
No, I that
I
we just,
just want to do that. I'm a shopper, so I actually started doing times 1.05 times
what I did.
5, and I'm like, I'm like, well, that was my money. Yeah.
and I appreciate it.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure my math wasn't wrong. And if I was mathing wrong, then I want to speak,
Yeah.
from reality.
And I think, and I would always be honest with any board. If you came in and said, I want you to be the cheapest guy, I'll probably never be. Because
Sure.
I just don't want to be. Right? We want to make sure that we're putting back into not only ourselves as a company, but back into our communities and things like that.
I appreciate that, and there is certainly some value to that, but 75,000 is a significant. If it was, 10 or 15, you could say, oh, I appreciate what they brought and they've been here for us. Then I might say, oh, but let's go with the extra bump. But 75,000 is a big bump, and we're working on a budget where it's so tight, and that's big.
Did you guys, I overheard it correctly at one point, recently came into this area for another town? Earl Park?
Earl Park, we're hauling now,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Are you easy to get a hold of if we have any issues or?
Absolutely. And my cell phone was ringing day and night. So, yeah, we're a family business, so it's pretty accessible. The owner of the company, all of us, pretty easy to get a hold of us.
But then your service area as well is even down in this
Oh,
area.
yeah, the whole area, yeah.
And I understand the price difference and the savings. I understand the curb bulk item removal and all of that, the difference there. If we do, I mean, the possibility of not having to do 2 annual cleanups is there, which is a savings as well.
and same with, productivity, I mean, we wouldn't have to pay an increase on these days.
Sure. Austin, your thoughts? I mean, still easier set where it's at. Is that kind of where you're at?
With what?
The current service?
That's
With-
what-
okay.
I understand where you're coming from as well.
Oh, yeah. I definitely get both sides. Obviously, no offense to you guys, but we'd be taking a chance, signing a 5-year contract. Obviously, you've got a decent list of communities in the area. Where do you know how long it takes for you guys to get down here?
About an hour and 5 minutes.
On a typical trash pickup day, I mean, you're running what, 2 trucks down here? 1? I don't know how big.
Generally, yeah, in the area, there would be 2 on that day. So
Okay.
probably 1 for the town with the automated truck, you can do a lot of homes. And,
Sure.
Do you have a set date or a day of the week that you usually do?
Tuesdays, and then commercial trucks and.
I do know Republic has been very good about missed people, maybe even coming back that same afternoon. Is that something?
It shows within a day or 2, usually the next day, to send it down again.
You guys could ask Don, his trash was missed today and I put it in the forest.
Oh, Don.
They picked it up, but didn't empty it. Kind of got it at an awkward angle. It's not like the stuff is stuck, because I've had that before, so I make sure it never gets stuck.
Probably stick it out.
So, but he just, I had 2 cans out, he dumped one, and then I looked at the other one, crap. Yeah. Is it him? No, not yet. Do you know about it?
I emailed Sean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
We need to make a motion.
yeah. Can I get a motion on a trash service? Either Republic or Indiana Waste Service.
I make a motion.
I'll
I for Indiana Waste Services.
second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. What's that? Any opposed? Sorry, that doesn't happen very often.
I mean, there's a
All
vote.
right.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't have a vote, you just need to ask him, like, I know nobody, not everybody
sorry.
spoke up.
I didn't
So
see it.
write that down in the minutes.
Well, I appreciate everything you guys have done. And I hope that we have a good relationship with you guys moving forward and we in contact. I guess in this situation, how would we move forward when it comes to,
When does your service end?
yeah,
Let's see, you ready to take over and beginning of May?
Probably could be, yeah, I didn't know how, that's very uncommon to have 3 days, but. We'll make it work.
You LLC or corporation or, not formed yet? Like, do you have an LLC or an Inc. or a subchapter S?
It's incorporated, yeah.
Yeah, that would be a big thing, honestly. I mean, it's the little things that people get hung up on and that we hear a lot about. Just knowing, changing it one day is probably gonna be freaking some people out. So if we knew that you could be here on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Is that
I
something,
think so.
no thanks, you think? Probably else you could be here on Tuesday.
Even with the new trash cans?
Pardon?
Even with new trash cans?
I think, yeah, there should be up there, so.
Thank you.
It would all be brand new, that's a good thing, I guess.
So we can still get 2 if we want to.
You can use your own.
Or you grow,
We don't
yeah.
have our own. 'Cause we,
And then you,
well, I already talked about that. We would have to have that
We could come up with
conversation
brand
about,
for- Yeah,
Okay.
for that, for that, yeah, that would be.
but it's a possibility.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
so with the current cans,
Mhm.
what do you need us to do?
We would just So what we would probably do is next service day, we get the cans and then probably have just kind of a truck and then.
Okay.
So I'll talk with our operations team before we get something. But I think the biggest thing is just trying to make sure that the residents have enough.
Yeah. We
Well,
will.
I do.
They will.
They will.
These guys are gonna pick up a lot of Republic cans.
I say,
I got that from
I
Republic.
say it because I never.
I bought that.
Yeah, the big one. It was
We'll
locked.
go
I
pick
got
it
it.
over
the other
and
time.
just-
Okay.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much again.
Just work on our exit plan, make sure it's smooth.
Yep.
Obviously, we don't want any kind of hiccups or anything.
Yeah.
And we truly do appreciate that.
It's been great. It's been really been
For
great.
sure,
We're always here if you guys need anything in the future. Always happy to help.
absolutely.
Thank you very much
You
again.
know what we're getting.
Yep, that's great.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. Have a good one. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yep.
Use that for signatures.
Pardon?
Which one do you use that for signatures?
Like you.
If you guys could maybe look at a number when you get a chance,
Sure.
have the office or whoever
Tomorrow
does
morning.
those, yeah. Or the second can, just to have that option.
Okay.
Would that be like an all or nothing thing, or if each
Oh.
resident's
No,
wanted?
you could do it by resident.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be by resident.
And then do you have a business card that I could take
Do.
and I can email you a copy tomorrow?
Yeah.
I was supposed to have 2 copies and I only have 1.
That's all right.
And just because I think people will hoard a can, if a can is out there that you don't recognize, are you gonna empty anything
Yes.
that's out there? You'll empty what's there, right?
Whatever you say.
Okay.
Even if it's a Republican. You find that with a lot of companies that go out of business or they get sold or whatever. You got red cans out there, green cans out there, whatever. It doesn't matter. If it's there at the house, it gets picked up.
And we're looking at, people have just been chomping at the bit for knowing about a spring cleanup. Can we, before you leave today, set a date for a spring cleanup? Yeah, or
Do
nay?
you guys
Or-
wanna do that?
Oh,
or
we
do you
don't
wanna-
need it, right? How do we feel
I
about
would
that?
see how the
Yeah, this,
You mean with the roll-off boxes?
what,
I don't know. we might
yeah,
not
I
need
don't know that it's necessary in this situation just because you guys are able to pick up one item per household.
Did we let them know that?
Now, right,
Yeah.
now, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
I would say what I've seen before in other towns where they switch to where they pick up is everybody puts their things out one week and it gets a little chaotic because you might try and do it by block or by edition. Like if you were in this edition this week, it's your turn to put your one bulk item out until we kind of get on better, a
That's
better schedule.
Something You guys could definitely.
Yeah.
do.
Just a thought. because
Well,
I've
that's
seen
what I was
this
gonna say, because if this is when this is pushed out, you
Mhm.
guys may or may not, probably more than not, are gonna be inundated with items being set out, especially the first few months.
They've been waiting for this to happen, so they're gonna be people, you'll be like every house.
Would it be just worth it just to do the spring cleanup for $300 and call it a day? And that way we get all that stuff in here.
Do you
First
want me to
initial.
look at the budget first?
Yeah,
And then
and
let
we
you
can
guys
reach
know?
out and decide on a date.
That way we're not getting bombarded.
Yeah, I just forewarning you guys, I don't know if you've seen that anywhere else
Yeah.
with initially onboarding a community and then that community,
Not
that
for
first
people putting
couple
the
weeks.
the extras out, not really. It's usually spaced over time.
Okay.
I've done garbage for almost 40 years. I've owned my own business for 12 years. Been at this one since day one, 15, 16 years now. So, it generally, and when you do them that way, you might find, I'm guessing, if you have 10 or 20 people in the whole town that have a large item out every week or per week, it's not like you're gonna get hundreds of people throwing stuff out on the curb.
I'm just thinking that there's a lot of people in this town that have a lot of stuff that they wait for the, the bulk pickup
Right.
spring or fall. And I just think that if, once the word gets out that this is going to be a thing, you guys might be inundated.
A little bit at first, maybe.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's my thought.
It evens out.
And you think you can handle it the first week, or because let's say you're like overwhelmed and don't get everything, we can just reassure them if everything doesn't get picked up this week, it will get picked up. Or can you get it all? I mean, I know you don't know. You don't know.
I mean, the next week or the same day or, oh, absolutely, yeah,
Yes, we want.
yeah,
I,
absolutely.
I'm just worried that you will be inundated with things like Nita's saying.
And, I mean,
And if they don't, we can just say, you know, this is there. If you don't get it.
yeah,
this week,
absolutely.
And they don't have to take it anywhere. This is gonna be big for people, that they don't have to take it to the park or wherever.
Mhm.
So I think there's
Yeah.
a lot of.
And once you establish that routine,
I
and people
think
get
a month
used to it,
in, then it'll be okay. But
it works very well. We do that with all the residential customers as well, with our one large item per week, so.
Is this the type of thing? Obviously, it's signed, so there's, I mean, we're
Last question.
we're all in.
I'm not, we're not running out the door.
But in this sort of situation, do you find you guys normally send more than the average number of trucks for a community this size the first couple weeks?
We can, yeah. There'll be, they hold a lot. You can put about 400 plus homes on on one truck.
Of
the front load trucks.
Typical,
So we'll head down to Lafayette, which is a half-hour way to dump. You'll be in for one load, come back, and then catch the rest of them.
And you'll run 2 trucks then on those Tuesdays? Or just one?
Two
that-
or one, it may be 2 the initial day, 1 empty, come back.
Okay, just to get a feel for us.
Yeah.
But- And even if it's 1 truck, you would run it
Or
empty.
she'd have to go all the way back to Wanata and dump and come back.
they go the best way, probably.
Yeah.
Versus Republic that goes all the way to Danville,
Yeah.
Well, that's
Are
fine.
they really? They're bringing it back to there?
I believe so.
Okay.
I know they were packed out today when they left, and
Because we dump stuff now in West Lafayette from other routes out toward Madeiraville and Francisco in that direction. So, you're about a half hour, 35 minutes down. It's about an hour round trip back. So there's plenty of time to do, pick up all the homes that need to be covered. So.
This is all new to me, obviously. I haven't done this since I've been in here.
Sure.
Do you guys need a list of the current residences that have cans? Because I'm assuming you're not gonna drop them at 565 residences when that's
Well,
what's
it's
quoted.
It's what he was saying, they've been only picking up about
Yeah,
500.
I just didn't know how you guys go about knowing what addresses.
If you had a list, that would be helpful.
Well, okay.
Ian's got nothing better to do tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Debbie, what they can do that for.
I'm sure there's a report I can pull up that would bring the.
And I don't know if
Maybe
you have a
just
map of the
utility
town
customers?
as well.
What's that?
Any
If they
type
have
of
water
street
service, they
map
have garbage
you
service.
have
For,
the town?
For those people that keep getting this.
I mean,
Just asking.
We'll
Why
work
don't you have a street map of Oxford?
we do with our water mains on it. Brand new.
The one that has.
Hey, there's one right here. You wanna take that one with you?
The one that has all the where the meters were set, wouldn't that be a good one?
Yep. Do you just need it for, with the residential addresses on it? Or,
By the street.
I mean, we'll generally go down, every other, just down every street and drop one at every home. It's helpful to set up a route, how
yes,
you're going to run through the town.
absolutely.
Because those trucks are one-sided, so you'll go down one side of the street, pick up everything that
Yep.
way, turn around, come back another street.
Yeah.
Because it's an automated, it's got the arm that comes out and grabs them, so. If you
And
had
that's gonna
one,
be able to grab all the oddball.
they have them. They do
I
pretty
was
well.
gonna say, I watched them.
Yeah.
They're pretty.
They're pretty efficient. I mean, you can run 100 homes an hour easily through those, so it works pretty well.
Not on hand, we don't have a map. I mean, best I could do is like printing off something off Google Maps.
Yeah, like I said, we may be able to do that.
Yeah.
We'll check on that in the morning.
But my thought is because the residences that are paying are the only residences that would
Should get.
get the cans.
Correct.
So how would we figure that?
Without a neighbor
I,
going, oh,
I can
there's nobody
pull,
there.
I
no,
can pull a
have to-
report based on the code
Right.
that they have trash service.
Oh,
and, Yeah, I can get, I'll be able to get something, not a, maybe not a map, but, the service locations, and generally that goes in order of the streets and things like that.
Right.
You guys have anything else? Austin,
Nope, I'm good.
do you guys have any other questions for us at the moment?
Well, I think I'm on the drive back.
Yeah.
I'll bother Tina tomorrow.
But you're confident that you guys can be here Tuesday of next week, in operation? Yeah.
And if
I'll
we're
let you know.
if
It's all good.
picking up Monday of next
It's all
week,
good.
there shouldn't.
Oh,
be-
yeah, you might not even start next week, because they're gonna have to come
I
back.
just
and
need-
pick up the-
Monday, yeah,
we're
they,
just dropping, if anything, on
Yeah, maybe
Tuesday.
it's dropping next week.
Okay.
If that's
fine.
what you'd want to do, or if you'd want to
We
wait
can,
to
that's
drop.
Well, that's
When
probably,
you
their
pick up.
plan is, right, is they're gonna pick up and then have trucks
They're gonna-
behind them to pick up the old ones.
Yeah.
And they're gonna pick everything up Monday, and then if the residents get a new tow Tuesday,
they're not gonna fill,
but he's gotta pick up.
that's
his
their
van.
last.
Okay, they will
Yeah.
pick up, okay.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is-
Oh, yeah, our
a
trash
fourth,
cans.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, our trash
So,
cans, they might be
they'll-
full even.
They'll pick up Monday, the 4th. And then that, if you could have them there early next week.
Sure.
Monday, Tuesday.
Mhm.
Then
That
they
way-
people would have stuff, a can to put their things
Correct.
into the
Right,
car.
yeah,
Yeah.
then I see it start filling them up.
And then you would just start on the 12th.
Pick up.
Pick up. That's fine. Does that work? Sure.
That would work fine.
Do you have any other questions, Tina?
Replacement cans, is that,
Oh,
Yeah, let me know how many you want us to leave, and that's fine.
and then like, ongoing, is like, is there a cost in that for the replacement cans? How does,
If it's due to broken or something,
You
no.
just swap out, right?
Yeah. you just want-
There's no cost, is what I,
does the resident request that, or is it the town request?
Other towns, it generally runs through your office, so like Wanatow's about 600 homes as well. And they just run it through the office and she'll, email me or text